Peace, family. I'm going to do this video on that marathon speech that Cory Booker made yesterday on the Senate. He talked for 25 hours and I believe 4 minutes. Afterwards, one of the reporters asked him, "How did you talk that long without using the bathroom?" Which I felt was a very inappropriate question. But Cory Booker responded by saying that he had went on a 3-day fast. He didn't eat or drink for 3 days. And when he said that, I thought that the level of discipline it took to pull off something like that and still have the strength to sit up there and speak for 25 hours and 4 minutes was commendable. But this video here is not to praise Cory Booker. I mean, nothing that he said in that speech to me made any sense. His motivation behind it was the fact that Strom Thurmond back in 1957 spoke for 24 hours and 18 minutes. That was the record, and that was part of his motivation for surpassing that, because Strom Thurmond didn't want people like him in the Senate. But so you have to look at the totality of the situation. When Strom Thurmond made his speech, it was to keep the civil rights movement from starting. This was back in, like I said, 1957. Less than 100 years after slavery ended. And when you look at the accomplishments of our people immediately after slavery, you had people going straight from slaves to judges and being elected officials. And Strom Thurmond, steeped in his hatred, after witnessing all the black farmers, no attacks from my people in hatred or vengeful nature, nothing. And this man still, in 1957, didn't want to see blacks be recognized. And here's Cory Booker. This Strom Thurmond was talking about keeping black people out. And Cory Booker, you had the audacity to sit up here and talk about inclusion. Strom Thurmond, when he spoke, he had white people, white businesses, white industries, white institutions to back him up. And we have been suffering as a people ever since we were dragged over to this country. And Cory Booker, you didn't say not one thing about black self-determination, segregating ourselves from these people. We have tried every alternative. We loved our enemy. We turned the other cheek. We forgave them, even when we don't forgive our own people. Nothing works with them. We are still not equally employed, equally provided for, and you want to still stay in this system? You would have been better served telling our people. First of all, I wouldn't even have spent 25 minutes up on that podium. Since this Constitution that you say that you love, this great country that you say you love, you gave no reasons, no economic, social, political, judicial reasons why you love this country. And nobody else whose skin color is the same as mine can do it either. This love that black people have for this country, I would just love for somebody to explain to me why. Give me the logistics of your love, of your commitment to this country. When they say that you are an African American, show me the laws, the policies, the legislation that guarantees your rights, privileges, and freedoms in this country. Show me. Show me in the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. You can't, because they don't exist. And just hoping and wishing ain't gonna make it. We have to build for our way of life. Cory Booker, you wasted 25 hours and however many minutes it was of your time. You wasted 3 days of mental discipline to prepare yourself to do a filibuster, and all the words you said was a collective nothing. You ain't stopped no bills from being passed. You ain't passed no new laws. You ain't blazed no new trails for our people. What did you do that would justify that type of commitment to starve yourself of food and water for 3 days and still have the strength to get up there and stand and talk continuously for 25 plus hours, and to do what? What course did you change? And you know, and the thing that bothers me the most is the fact that you had all these people sitting there watching you and applauding you and celebrating you, but nobody tried to interrupt you. You want to know why? You want to know why, Cory Booker, nobody interrupted you while you doing that speech for over 25 hours? Because you said nothing to threaten the power and authority that whites have over you. You said nothing to motivate your people who are listening to you. When I'm sitting here listening to the news, Cory Booker is doing a filibuster. I said, oh, okay, so he'll talk for 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours or whatever. I go about my day. I come back later that night. Cory Booker is still talking. I'm like, this guy been on there all day. 25 hours. And you didn't motivate not one black person to rise up to build their own. This is why they celebrated you, Cory. This is why they patted you on the back, Cory. Rubbed your shoulders, asked you, were you okay? Because you're not a threat to them. And you didn't do anything to inspire your people to be one either. And to think all the things that you could have done with that 25 hour plus. And you, Cory, chose to do that.